Hello, I hope you're doing well and having a good day. I'm trying to record this video because I want to talk about something that I haven't heard discussed that much, and I know other people struggle with this, and I want to be a voice for this type of eating disorder that doesn't really have any representation, because I was looking for people struggling with a similar thing so I could find some help, but I couldn't find anyone because I think a lot of people are ashamed to talk about this. So okay, let me give a little context. As you guys know, probably if you've been on this channel a while, I struggle a lot with, I went to the hospital for anorexia and bulimia, and I have another strange thing that I still struggle with. I'm doing much better now, and this disorder doesn't affect my weight, but it does affect how I live my life a lot. And, you know, maybe we need a little awareness of this. So I've struggled with this for as long as I've struggled with my other eating disorders, which is a long time. And at the facilities I went to for treatment, I mentioned this third disorder, and no one knew what it was. They're like, what? Like some therapists actually did know. So I know it's not a thing I just made up. And they're like, oh yeah, you have that. And I want to talk really quick about an experience I had because I'm explaining what this is. So I went to this facility where we had to go around and share behaviors that we've been doing during group processing times. And so I said, and here it is, here's the name. I have been ruminating a lot. I am always ruminating, and I know it's it could be triggering for other people, so I'm sorry. I was already so ashamed to say that. And then everyone looked at me and they're like ruminating on thoughts? That's not bad. What? Who cares? You can think whatever you want, you know? I don't think that that's really a behavior. And I said, yeah. And then a therapist said, do you want to explain what ruminating is to everyone here? And I said, okay. So here I will explain it just like I did there, where I'm a little ashamed and embarrassed because it is something that, you know, we're going to be talking about eating disorders. Let's just be frank. Think about bulimia. It's not the prettiest thing. There's lots of bad symptoms, so this is just one of them. And I don't know if it's its own disorder or just a behavior or something, but this is called rumination disorder. Think about ruminating on a thought. You bring it up again and again and again in your mind. You can't get rid of it. So, similar situation, but after you eat like a meal, you just keep bringing it up in your mouth and then re-swallowing it, bringing it up again, re-swallowing it. So that's why it doesn't affect my weight, because I'm eating the same, but I struggle with that. And it's half involuntary and half voluntary for me. If I focus really hard, I can stop it, and it makes living life pretty hard. And it's also really embarrassing to talk about. I've told maybe outside of my family, 1 or 2 people about it because it's so embarrassing, but it affects me every day, and it makes me not want to do a lot of social activities because I know that I get hungry a lot, so I'm gonna want to eat in my little snack pack that I bring, but then I am gonna do that afterwards, and no one wants to be around me when I do that because it's in my head a shameful thing, and it's not. But regardless of the shame around it, that's why I'm making this video, because I scoured the internet. I was rumination syndrome, bringing up food in your mouth, bulimia but not bulimia, and it's there's some resources. If you look at medical pages, there's just a random dog. I'm gonna turn around because my dog is with me too. No, there's someone with the dog. Okay. If you look at medical pages online, they'll say oh, this is a disorder that only affects little baby children, and it also is completely involuntary, And it can be solved if you just breathe, if you do a breathing exercise. That's not really my experience. And also, I'm not a baby. I'm a fully adult woman. So I was like, and then, but there's eating disorder support forums for like people who suffer from eating disorders, and I found like 3 or 4 people talk about this, and they describe it very similar to what I go through. So I'm not alone, but I feel alone because no one is talking about this. So you know what? I'm gonna be the advocate for rumination disorder. Yep. I'm the public face of rumination disorder. Maybe it'll be helpful, because maybe my pals will see this video. Because here's how it affects my life. I am so, like, I isolate myself a lot because I don't want to be in social situations when I'm doing that. It's really hard to work, because at my job, I just, like, kind of have to do tasks that do not involve anyone else after eating a meal. And I'm not gonna not eat, because also eating disorder recovery for anorexia and whatnot. Like, I'm gonna be eating. So, really quick, I don't know what else to say about it other than I have it. And it makes life really hard to, like, hold down a job. And then people are like, what are you doing? And then I think they can, like, figure it out, and they're like, what are you doing? Maybe that's just the shame that I hold. But also, when I tell people about this, I don't know, I've not gotten great reactions. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's something that I want to talk about, because I don't want other people to feel like they're alone. So, whatever, if this makes me look like a freak, so be it. I'll be a freak for people suffering, because I felt alone. And regardless, here's the one thing. I have a few things actually that have helped me. Maybe I should talk about that in another video. I'll say one though, for sure, because maybe you've noticed in a lot of my videos I'm chewing gum. And if you know me, you know I'm always carrying gum around, and I love gum. So yeah, that's the one thing that helps, is after a meal, if I just have a piece of gum, it really helps. And so if you see my videos and I'm, like, chewing gum, that's why. I'm not trying to be, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be what? I don't even know where that sentence was going. But, yeah, that's why I chew gum. And because it's good. Okay, alright. Enough of my gum obsession. See, because I have to do that to, like, help me, and now I'm like, I love gum, I can talk about... Okay. I don't really know what I'm saying. But, hey, so if you're suffering from this... yeah, I don't know, chew some gum. No, it doesn't cure anything, though. It's still something I struggle with. That just, like, helps, but not all the time, and intermittently, like, so it's still an issue. Because I don't have some magical cure. It's really hard work, and I have to be extremely conscientious to not do it, so I don't want to go through the energy of, like, having to do that every time, of, like, breath work and mindfulness and being extremely present. All the advice to, like, stop it is quite taxing. So, yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. I just want to make this video, as I already said, because, like, no one talks about this, and it really makes life hard, but there's, like, I don't know, like, how do you go to an eating disorder facility and they don't know about it? I guess maybe this will make people know, and then it can be cured. Yep, okay. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about this really quick, but I did want to put another little thing. Oh, there's like a dragon fruit on the ground. Odd. I want to put just a little extra thing at the end here, because I am talking about eating disorders. So if this is, like, triggering, if you are suffering from an eating disorder, probably why you clicked on the video. Even though I'm still suffering from, I don't know if you, I still have rumination disorder, but I'm doing really good in anorexia and bulimia recovery, and, like, I was at a really low point. If you know my channel, you know, and I really, like, I was at a point where I needed medical intervention against my will, and I was like, you guys just need to put me down. That's what I was, because I live in a place where there's medical assistance in dying, so I was like requesting that every day. I'm like, can I just have that, please? I do not want to do treatment. But I also live in a place where they can hold you involuntarily. Anyway, the point of saying all that super triggering stuff, holy cow, I'm gonna have to put a trigger warning in this, is to say that, like, 2 years out from it, which is where I am now, I'm so happy, just like being able to eat freely, not track calories and everything, and like my body image, I feel so much better about myself than I ever did at my lowest weight. I'm probably at the heaviest weight I've ever been. I don't know, because I don't weigh myself, because who cares? But yeah, there is like light on the other side. I really thought there would be no hope once I recovered. I was like, life is over. Life is my eating disorder, and like when I'm recovered, I don't even want to be alive. And now I'm like, every day I'm like joy-pilled and happy. Like, life is actually a lot better when you're eating. So anyway, just a little message that there's hope. And please reach out. And also, I couldn't have done it without the support that I got from friends and family, but also from medical providers. Like, even if you think, oh, I'm not that bad, you probably should get some blood work done and connect with a dietitian, get some help, connect with a therapist. You kind of need a team of people who all can help you to recover. Because you deserve recovery. Everyone deserves to live life and be happy and eat food and be joy-pilled. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the video. I hope it was helpful. Yeah. And I hope this turns out well. I'm recording on a weird little camera. I can't really see how I look, but who cares? Who cares how I look, right? Okay. All right. Have a good one. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourself. And you are loved.